Go home.
Boss, voice print analysis confirms that this voice is indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss.
No.
What? The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent.
Ava. Hello, everybody. It's time for Peace Walker. And this takes place, I assume the way they got this set up is this takes place 10 years after Metal Gear Solid 3. The era is 1970s. Big Boss has stationed his army without a nation in Colombia, South America, where he is approached by visitors from Costa Rica's A Nation Without a Military. In the wake of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Latin America became the key to maintaining the power balance between East and West. But now, a mysterious armed force threatens to disrupt this balance. To preserve peace and neutrality in Costa Rica, the Soldiers Without Borders move into action. In time, they would come to be known as the founders of Outer Heaven. Should we Nah, we don't need no instruction manual. We know how to play. We know how to play Metal Gear Solid. This is our 5th entry into the Metal Gear Solid series. If you guys haven't seen the series thus far and just now tuning in, what are you doing? There's 4 more games to watch. Plus, you can check out, I don't know how to do annotations, but maybe there's an annotation up there. But if not, check the link in the description to go watch the playlist. You know what to do. This game saves automatically. Yeah. I am playing through the Legacy Collection, in case, that's my PS3. Is that the hard drive installing? It stopped making the noise. Oh, all right. That must have been the hard drive. Characters of this game refer to... Okay. You can't give me time to read it, Konami. What do you expect me to do? HD edition. Okay. Edit. All right. We're all good. A little loud. Delete. Transferring. 2 game select. New game. Transferring? Did I misread that? No, transfer. Yeah, no, transferring. That's not how you spell transferring. Is it? Oh, you could upload your saves back from PSP to PS3 or vice versa. Extras. Data management, screen display, return. No. Those aren't extras. Those are just options. We'll just call those options. Anyone else do this? And when they get a new game, they go through all the different menus. Input your player name. You may only use up to 15 uppercase letters, numbers, and/or specifics. Oh, dude, I hate this. Backspace. There's the I. Why did PS3 do this? Why do I not just have a regular keyboard? That noise wasn't happening with MGS. Select your control scheme, shooter type. The configuration is similar to that of MGS4. Action type, MPO. Hunter type. The configuration is similar to that of Monster Hunter Freedom. Okay. Shooter type, MGS4. Okay. Select button, auto aim switch. We'll just leave everything else standard. Okay, that was just that menu. That fuzzy noise just reminded me of PS2, like fuzz. Oh wait, oh, that's Big Boss. Okay, so we're playing as Big Boss. That's right. We're playing as Big Boss. So this is hopefully from MGS3 to MGS1. This will fill in the gaps, I think. The year is 1964. The world was firmly in the grip of the Cold War, divided into East and West. One of America's heroes had defected to the Soviet Union. She was known as the Boss, the mother of special forces and the soldier to have said led the Allies to victory in World War II. However, the American-made miniature nuclear warhead she took with her was used to destroy a Soviet research facility. Facing full-scale nuclear war, the leaders of the world's superpowers held top-secret talks to avert Armageddon. The Soviet Union wanted to assure that this was not the work of Uncle Sam. They wanted America to eliminate most of its soldiers, the boss. The person assigned to the mission was closest apprentice, the soldier known as Snake. Snake made the extinguished journey into the enemy territory, eventually confronting and killing the boss as Fortress, Graf of the God. Having saved the world, Snake was hailed a true hero and given the title Big Boss. Following the award ceremony, however, Snake disappeared. Yeah, and then basically Metal Gear Solid 1 happens. Okay, we're coming in on a bike? Military son, Soldiers Without Borders. Okay. What the hell's going on? We're the Soldiers Without Borders? It's pretty loud. Oh, and we have the scar now.
Boss!
Oh, David's back. David Hayter.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
Look alive, ladies! The boss is gonna join us! Show him how it's done, boss! Your first priority in enemy territory is
It's
knowing
so
your
loud.
surroundings. Your life depends on where you are looking and how fast you can identify your target. Therefore, you must first master moving your line of sight. To move your line of sight, use the right stick. Now, when I give you an order, look in that direction. Look up! Good! Look down! Good! You should be familiar with the up and down controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on.
Action button is triangle.
Okay.
Alright. Dude, it is
Next,
so
we'll check
loud.
your
Just let
left
me
and right.
go to the options and adjust the audio.
Look right! Good! Look left! Good! You should be familiar with the left and right controls now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on.
Can I... Oh, dude, can I invert that? That sucks. Right stick, left.
Okay! You can change the controls anytime in options.
Thank you, thank you.
Go with the method that works best for you. Next, I'll explain how to change stances. If you just stand there like an idiot in front of an enemy, you might as well kill yourself now. At times, you will need to get low to avoid detection. You have 3 stances: stand, crouch, and lying down. To change stances, use the crouch button. Tap the crouch button to change between standing and crouching. You can move in either stance. Hold the crouch button and keep it held to lie down. However, you cannot move while you are lying down. I'll say that again. You cannot move while lying down. Is that clear?
Why?
Good! Next, we'll work on your movement. Use the left stick to move around. Tilt it a little to walk slowly, tilt farther to run. Decide which to use based on your situation. Remember that your footsteps are louder when running, making you easier to discover. Be careful! Good! Now we have rolling.
Dude,
Rolling is useful for knocking down enemies in your way. and for getting away when surrounded.
This is a cool
You can
way
also
to
use
learn
it
the
to jump over
controls,
small
but
ditches and other
you are
obstacles.
yelling.
To roll, tap the crouch
Please.
button while running.
Stop
You got
yelling
that?
at me,
Tap the crouch
sir.
button while running. Don't forget it. That's it! Next, I will explain how to attack without gunfire. You may run into an enemy unexpectedly. You may not have a weapon on you, or you may be out of ammo. You'll still need an effective attack strategy. One well-placed strike and the enemy won't know what hit him. To strike an enemy, press the attack button while standing still. On my command, press the attack button repeatedly and take down your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
I like how they
Impressive,
brought
boss.
the MGS3 one.
Next, we're gonna
and not
practice using the
MGS4
stun
one.
rod. Hitting someone with the stun rod will shock them with 1.5 million volts. Anyone on the receiving end of that is guaranteed to be out cold. To use the stun rod, press the aim button to ready it, then press the attack button. You'll be glad to know we're using mock stun rods for this training session. When your partner attacks, make him believe it's the real deal. Prepare yourself for stun rod training. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
You ready? Yeah. Come here. Yeah, come here. You ready? You ready?
I got
Bam!
Fine work,
I thought
boss.
I thought it was
Now
a baton.
we'll move on to CQC. CQC, or Close Quarters Combat, refers to when engaging an enemy in battle at very close
Isn't that
range.
what? Didn't you just
It is
teach
a
us that?
quick and efficient way of eliminating a
Oh,
threat.
or is that us
There
throwing
are
him to the
various
ground?
CQC techniques. We will go over each of them. Don't get cocky because you think you know them. This will be different from what you're used to. Pretend you are learning it for the first time. The first technique is throwing your opponent. To do this, position yourself near your opponent and press the attack button while you tilt the left stick. Be sure to press the attack button when the icon appears. Now, wait for my command and throw your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
That is incorrect, boss! Fine work, boss! Next, I'm going to teach you how to restrain an opponent close to you.
Try to teabag
This is a
him.
cornerstone of CQC. Grab hold of an enemy, and the bastard's life is in your hands. What you do from there is up to you. Just know that if you restrain him for too long, the average person will most likely pass out. Something to keep in mind. Let's begin. To restrain your opponent, hold down the attack button while near them. Restrain your opponent on my command. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
I'm ready, boss.
Impressive, boss! Now we will throw your opponent after restraining them. To throw an enemy to the ground, press a direction on the left stick when you have them restrained. Restrain your opponent and throw them on my command. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Impressive, boss! Now we will try CQC against multiple enemy opponents.
Oh,
You can also
interesting.
take out a group of enemies by throwing an opponent you have restrained. First, restrain an opponent by pressing the attack button near them. Then, tilt the left stick to throw them. By tilting the left stick toward other enemies, you can send your captive flying straight into them. On my command, restrain and then throw your opponent. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Did it?
Fine work, boss!
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Again! Go!
I'm ready, boss.
Fantastic! All right! Why
Dang it,
don't
I
we do
couldn't stand
something
up.
special since the boss is here? Anyone who feels like getting their ass kicked, step forward. Don't hold back, boss. When you're surrounded by multiple enemies, you'll have to take them on one after the other. To do it, simply press the attack button again while throwing the current enemy. Just be sure to wait for the icon to appear. Go!
I'm ready, boss.
I'm ready, boss.
Next.
Ooh, okay.
Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears! Next. Boss, press the attack button when the icon appears! Press
Am
the
I not
attack
doing
button
it?
when the icon appears!
Or do I gotta hold it?
Next. When the icon appears! Next.
Oh, they didn't want me to do it. Okay, I get it.
Fantastic!
He
Again!
didn't want me to knock one
Go.
of them out.
Icon appears! Next. Next. Fantastic! And stop! That's it for today!
I think that's
Thank
a pretty
you,
cool
boss.
addition right there. After everything they've added, that like getting multiple people really quickly is pretty good.
Snake!
Is that Campbell? That's not Campbell, right?
It is so loud.
What's going on, Kaz?
We've got guests.
Time to move.
Don't worry, it's not our friends from Langley. I brought him. Made sure we won't follow.
Thank you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
Sorry, Vic Boss.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
We don't do either.
Yeah, that's that's kind of like the whole point.
Here. Ah, thank you. I feel like a new man. There's no coffee like Costa Rican coffee.
So, what brings a distinguished scholar from the Costa Rican government to Colombia?
Professor Galvez comes from Costa Rica's University for Peace.
Ramon Galvez, Steve Blum.
You see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
Costa Rica doesn't have an army.
Correct. Article 12 of our Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
The Peace Constitution.
You think it's rebels who fled Nicaragua?
No.
Who the
no,
fuck are
they
you,
don't
little
appear
girl?
to be guerrillas. They're far too organized.
What's your government's
I don't know
take?
who the other guy is either, so it doesn't matter. I don't know who
The
any of these
authorities in
people are
San
besides
Jose claim
Snake.
it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica.
Codessa.
Lies, obviously. They're bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload.
Where'd they get that kind of cash?
I fear La CIA may be involved.
The CIA?
The CIA.
As you both know, the United States views Central America as its backyard. Even after Cuba, we've managed to maintain a delicate balance with the U.S.
And your government can't just give them the boot?
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Japan's constitution has something similar. Article 9.
Why does
it says
he look
Japan
like
renounces
Liquid?
war and can't maintain an army.
I understand that you and your men have neither state nor ideology, that you will fight any foe. Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
So, you want to hire us?
Yes,
Wait, no, is that Ocelot?
as our deterrent. We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the Caribbean.
Sounds pretty good to me. This place is becoming a mess anyway.
Yeah,
Snake,
that's gotta
we need
be.
someplace we can settle down.
The government's agreed to cooperate.
That's gotta be Ocelot.
Unofficially, of course.
A chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do.
Hold it. You seem to think we're just a pack of dogs of war. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I've heard. You're an army without a state.
No, we've only left our countries behind.
Please, you must help us.
If your suspicions are true, force isn't going to do any good. You'll have to find a political solution.
The government's hands are tied.
Go back to your bosses in San Jose. Tell them if they want, I'll introduce them to a negotiator I know.
No, I'm not here on their behalf.
So, what are you doing here?
For over 20 years, I've preached the virtues of peace at multiple universities. Tonight, I stand before you as an educator. This is my student. She came to me to study peace. Her name is Paz. Paz Ortega.
Oh, Tara Strong, really?
No kidding. That's my name too. Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace. Pleased to meet you, Paz. Call me Kaz.
No, that's still Kaz from the opening.
They've got a supply port north of Puerto Limon, a town in La Costa del
Kaz,
Mar
I don't.
Caribe.
Is Kaz from
A few days
Portable
ago,
Ops?
Paz stumbled upon that facility while searching for a lost friend. She was captured. She's only a child, 16 years old. They did terrible things to her, but somehow she managed to escape.
Oh, what the
Thank God.
Why?
She's huérfana. Her mother died when she was small, and she lost her
Why? Why
grandparents
is
in the Civil War.
this is
She hates war with a passion like no other.
My name is Paz, and I will do anything to protect my namesake.
Why?
It is my one and only purpose. Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave Costa Rica.
Sorry, kid.
We know who you are, Big Boss. That is why we've come to you.
They know Big Boss specifically by name. I guess his name. He doesn't tell many people his name. An army without borders. Okay, hold on. I don't know what most of that stuff is. I am just... Yeah, why was it on inverse? What the fuck? Is there really... I mean, it is a PSP game. I don't think PSP games had audio sliders. It was just turn the volume up or down. Really, I think is what it was. I'm gonna have to turn it down on my headphones. Okay, we got a map. Seems pretty large. Region map. Oh. Is there a zoom on this? Controls. Okay.
Miller here. Do you copy, Snake? I see you've landed. That makes one giant leap for us. I'm sending this from the offshore plant, our mother base. The signal is unidirectional. I'll be giving you commands and advice through this channel. Keep your headphones on at all times and pay attention. Also, make sure no one else can listen in. Snake, are you clear on the controls? Take a minute to refresh your memory. Use the left stick to move. Use the right stick to adjust your view.
Okay, it's playing like MGS3, really.
To change your settings, use the start button to open the menu.
There's no first person
There's no one
mode.
around. Why not try some shooting practice? Select a target and squeeze off a round or two. Press the directional buttons while holding the R2 button to switch weapons.
Oh.
Ready your weapon with the L1 button. Then press the R1 button to fire. How about a little shooting practice? Try hitting a coconut. Select equipment by pressing the square or circle button while holding the L2 button. To check your map, press the start button to open the menu. The M16 is a standard assault rifle, capable of rapid fire.
I don't think I can shoot the fish. Try shooting a coconut.
That's it.
Can I get the coconut? No. Oh, got grenades. Okay, so it was just MGS4 because, like, I'm pressing the controller the way I would play like I was playing the Xbox, and it's fine. MGS4 was just wonky with the control. This is still kind of like,
Perfect.
what do you call it? Not as smooth as I would want it to be.
Nicely done, boss. To use the stun rod, first unequip any other weapons, then ready it with the L1 button and strike with the R1 button.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, just hold on. Let me get it back up. Let me get it back up. Oh, take that tree, take that. Oh, why is it only? Yeah, swapping between those two.
The Mark 22 tranquilizer gun
My
can put
favorite
enemies
gun.
to sleep. The closer to the head you hit, the more effective it is. Tranquilizer rounds are hard to come by. Don't waste them.
Oh, don't waste them. Oh, okay.
Grenades explode. You throw them, Snake. Use the L1 button to ready throwing weapons. Once you've readied the weapon, throw with the R1 button. When using throwing weapons, hold the attack button down longer to throw farther. You won't throw the weapon until you let go of the button.
Alright, let's,
The facility you're headed for is past that fence. A grenade should be able to take out that gate.
Alright, nothing, can't go that way.
Ah, a perfect target. Looks like you won't be the first to put some holes in it. Some peaceful paradise. That means you're not alone out there. The enemy could be near. Why not sharpen your skills here a bit before you bump into one of them? Press the select button to turn on auto aim. Press select again to turn it off. With auto aim, you'll lock onto enemies automatically. Only problem is, you can't target specific body parts. Auto aim effectiveness will vary from weapon to weapon. The over-the-shoulder view allows you to aim with a high degree of precision. Body part targeting correction will automatically shift your aim to hit nearby body parts. If you want to change the aim settings, take a look under options. Hitting an enemy's vital points can bring them down with a single shot. You can also intentionally avoid lethal shots.
Oh, red
Say if you
and
just want
white
to slow the target
flowers.
down.
Are we pretty... Were we in Costa Rica or South America when we killed the boss? Interesting. Oh, sorry, we can't crawl. I think we've pretty much covered everything. I don't know what that top... Oh, we have a camouflage system. Okay. Oh, he said grenade.
Good. You'll reach the objective with...
Oh, the reason it looks like Snake is because it's Miller. And he was disguised as Miller.
I gotta thank you for agreeing to this, Snake. Man, am I glad to be out of here. Finally, we can leave all that crap in San Geronimo behind. And break into the mercenary business for real. Let me guess. You're doing it for her, aren't you? For her.
For boss.
Are they still here?
Come on, Snake. This could be good for us. They're willing to give us an offshore plant. A place we can finally put down some roots. This is our chance to expand MSF.
We don't need a place to stay, Kaz. We're nomads. We always will be.
What? You'd rather keep wandering from conflict to conflict? Tools in the hands of whoever's fighting at the time?
The second we settle down, who's to say we won't become the warmongers?
Listen to me, Snake. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business. A new kind of business. Look, it's not like we're trying to start a war here. All we need to do is find out who this security company really is.
Come on, Kaz. It's pretty obvious that they're backed by the CIA.
Wait a sec. That would mean...
Our friend, the Professor, is likely KGB.
I see.
We'd be making an enemy of our homeland.
And there'd be no turning back.
God, this damn thing won't light.
Huh?
Put on some coffee, Kaz. It's time for a little chat with the Professor.
I was a heavy smoker. When I got my medal from the Secretary General, he gave me this prosthetic hand as well. But smoking was ruining my lungs, so I quit. I've not had much use for it since. It's quite an honor to meet the legendary Big Boss.
That's just a code name the CIA made up.
Then perhaps I should call you John.
I don't have a name. Stop using that code name you liked so much 10 years ago. What about you, comrade? What do they call you back at Center?
Well then, allow me to get straight to the point. Land as slim as a whip, hot as torture.
That's the Chilean poet, Neruda.
Central America is the navel of the American continents, bridging north and south. We want this land. We'll build a socialist stronghold, then use it to split the Americas in two.
America would lose its backyard.
And with it, its economic production, shipping lanes, and strategic value. We, on the other hand, would gain a base from which all of Latin America would be well within our reach. He who controls Central America will win this Cold War. First comes Nicaragua, toppling the pro-American Somoza regime. In preparation, we've begun instigating anti-Somoza sentiment and providing aid to the Sandinista National Liberation Front.
You're manipulating Sandinista into overthrowing Somoza for you.
After the revolution, Nicaragua will become a socialist state.
You think America's just gonna let that happen?
Certainly not. After all, the CIA is already here.
And that's the armed group inside Costa Rica.
Precisely. It's clear that they've been sent in to disrupt our efforts across the border in Nicaragua. Simply put, the army now stationed in Costa Rica is CIA capital. But it's more complex than that. The CIA's got something else planned as well.
What?
That is the million-dollar question. Big Boss, we want you and your unit to find the answer. Infiltrate and investigate the facility in La Costa where Paz was imprisoned. Learn all you can of their operations. Then, drive them out of the country.
Damn.
You're asking us to settle a turf war between the KGB and the CIA?
What about her? That was all just an act?
You mean her words about peace? She was captured, that much is true. But I've kept my KGB affiliation from her.
And you thought we'd fall for a sob story?
No. I had good reason to bring her along. She managed to escape with her life, but her friend was not so lucky. Why were they attacked? I believe this will help explain. Perhaps they saw something they weren't supposed to. Perhaps they heard something they shouldn't have.
A cassette tape?
Paz took this during her escape. She says her friend happened to record it by accident.
What is that?
A portable stereo cassette player. The first of its kind.
A Walkman.
Ah, I heard they were working on something like that in Japan. Didn't know you guys were too.
On the while playing on a PSP.
I believe what you're about to hear will help you understand.
What is that? A quetzal?
The phoenix bird.
Paz's friend was researching birds. She went out into the jungle to record bird calls and stumbled upon this.
So? So what?
Now it gets interesting.
Poisonous. I need to get rid of it. I chase it back to its nest. You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's all many people. I chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
Paz. Voice print analysis confirms that this voice is indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the boss.
No.
What? The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent.
Ava?
The song playing in the background was a hit in 1973.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your mentor? Your mission or your beliefs? I am loyal to
Paz
myself.
is alive in Costa Rica.
As I understand it, she was your commander, fought by your side. And that you killed her under orders from the CIA, thus surpassing her to become the hero known as Big Boss. Well, what'll it be? Will you take the job?
Snake, it's gotta be a trap.
So you still can't turn your back on your country? Then I suppose you won't need this.
Wait! Snake?
I'll do it for the girl. For Paz.
Okay. For peace, then.
The boss is back? The boss is back. Didn't we shoot her in the face? Did we not?
There they are. CIA mercs. Snake, you've got to get past them undetected. Avoid combat whenever possible.
Oh no, I'm gonna take him out. We're elephant up in this bitch. Every playthrough, we're elephant.
This is a sneaking mission. Hide behind stuff. Take the long way around. Whatever it takes to stay out of sight. Your gun is a last resort. It could just as easily kill you as save you. To press up against a wall, face it and hit the action button. From that position, you can press the L1 button to detect enemies. That also works while lying down.
Start talking. Start talking.
The controls can be changed under the options menu. Oh, he's not actually talking. He's
Start talking.
No, I don't want to die. What? What's that?
Not enough room, huh? We'll keep it base.
Oh, I risk waking him up. What? Send to the mother base? What was that?
Start talking.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
Start talking.
There was something that said return to base. What's this? A sound indicator, ration, binoculars, and then nothing.
When you clear the jungle, you'll be there. Head east. The indicator in the upper right serves as a compass and shows sound sources. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Okay.
The percentage in the upper right is your camo index. The lower the number, the more easily you'll be spotted. Conspicuous movements and loud noises will compromise your camo index. Your fatigues will act as camouflage.
Is that a trap? No, that was water. Okay, so interesting gameplay so far. So right now we're working on...
Make your way east.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So there's this guy and this girl. I feel like I'm missing who Kaz is. Maybe that's from... I have no idea. Oh, wow, you can just really...
Start talking.
No, don't. Grab someone and throw them into a wall for a big damage. If you walk slowly, you can get close to an enemy. Yeah, that was...
Attacking? The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Sent to mother base? What does that mean? They really heard me slam that dude into a wall.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Stay vigilant.
Oh man, you should have really kept looking. I wonder how long this game is, since it is a PSP game.
Start talking.
What are you doing? You're gonna regret this. Killing me won't change anything.
Start talking.
When you clear the jungle, you'll be there. Head east. Keep your eye on what's left of your life gauge on the left of the screen. To the right of that, you'll see your sight gauge. Exhausting it will inhibit your actions. Your
Oh,
life
that was
gauge will
this
recover
way.
with time.
Okay.
The sight gauge too. You'll recover
The area's
faster
not
crouching
as-
than standing up. Lying flat works even better.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not as large as I thought it was. Only 3 enemies. So I guess it is like a great story, maybe? But the gameplay is... I mean, we are playing Metal Gear Solid. It's just very simple Metal Gear Solid. I like this sound radar better
Looks like you're
than...
inside the compound. Security is tight. Stay sharp.
Better than the feels radar. Original story planning game designed by Hideo. Oh, we're in the opening. Okay, so we have to... Interesting. Ooh, I'm surprised we made that. Where do we go? Where are we supposed to be going? Let me look at my map. Okay, it's supposed to get inside that little building. Okay. Let's wait for this guy to come back. Ooh, oh, and so we also get like a hot and cold mechanic as well. Okay, he only stops right there in the corner.
Your objective is the building to the east.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down. I'm trying to be sneaky. You said be sneaky. Oh, dude, really? That was it? Was it? Am I missing anything?
Yes, sir, we broke them. We acquired the whereabouts of target 500.
500.
Spears are loaded. The barge has cleared Point Bravo.
Acknowledged. Out.
What? Oh.
Freeze! The cargo, where's it headed? What is it?
Irasu! In the mountains!
What's up there?
What? Oh, we threw him. Dude, what is up with there's a fucking drone? Oh, he's got something in his pocket. What the fuck? Guest artist Ashley Wood.
This is Snake. Kaz, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You found a radio.
It's got a circuit that reverses the audio phase.
Let's switch frequencies from time to time, just to make sure we're not detected.
I found a map of their bases.
Whose family
the
is
cargo's
that?
heading from the marshes west towards Irasu.
Nice going, boss.
Kaz, this place is full of film badges. Dozens of them.
Film badges? Like the ones used to measure radiation exposure?
The radio man was wearing one. And whoever he was talking to called the cargo Spears.
Wait, that would mean...
Nukes. They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
Holy Mother of God.
Nukes into Costa Rica. I don't know the implications of that, but shit, they got nukes. It's always nukes, guys. We can't go a single Metal Gear game without it being nukes. Heroism, +8. An army without borders. Stun rod rank 1. Whoa. What's going? Hold on. I got an A. Cutscene interaction bonus. I missed one. Yeah, I did. Stun rod rank, M16 rank. Got a lot of XP for that for some reason. Mission statistics, clear time, kills, alert phases, enemies left near death, cutscene interaction. Alright, that's it. That's literally it. Obtain design specs for the following weapon. Alright, I don't know what that is.
How's that map, Snake? Think you can use it?
It tells me where their bases are, but it's just a bunch of points. No routes. I need better intel on the lay of the land.
Snake, the professor said he's got the Sandinistas on his side. Said you should get in touch with the FSL and Comandante.
Do they know they're backed by the KGB?
Nah. As far as they know, they're really fighting for the revolution. The KGB is staying behind the scenes. I'm not sure the Sandinistas are aware of what's really going on.
Still can't believe anybody would bring nukes here.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Costa Rica's party to the Tlatelolco Treaty, which declares Latin America a nuke-free zone.
Oh, okay.
Based on Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles, it bans the testing, use, import, or deployment of nuclear weapons. If word of this gets out, Opinol will be forced to act. It'll cause an international uproar.
The treaty was signed to prevent another Cuban Missile Crisis. If the U.S. itself is gonna scrap it...
Latin America is too close to spawning another Cuba or 2 already. The entire continent would become one big powder keg.
Well, if they did bring nukes, we can't let them get away with it.
Are they planning a test? Showing off? Or is it all to keep the anti-American movement in check?
Good question. Why bring them here? I can't figure it out.
Whatever the CIA's up to in Costa Rica, the professor wants it stopped. We need to find out what that something is.
We need to get ready first, Kaz. Repairs?
Working as fast as we can, boss. This place is pretty beat. It looks like hell. But as long as you're with us, we'll make it heaven. No one can bother us here. No state telling us what to do. This is the MSF's haven, our mother base. And with this foothold, we'll back you up even better than before. We're gonna turn this pile of junk into something big.
Okay, so what type of game is this gonna be? Because it gave us the option of like Monster Hunter and like something else for like our combat. Welcome to MSF Mother Base. A Mother Base can support your mission in many different ways, from developing new weapons to collecting intelligence. So a base building game? Or is that where we're playing a base building game right now? Metal Gear Base Builder? Save. Transferring, I think it's spelled wrong. Yes, options. Oh wait, that's right. There is no audio options. Mission selector, staff, R&D, versus ops. Play a match of versus with other players. View model. I know this is just like an offshore oil rig, but this looks like it could be the start of Metal Gear Solid 2. Of, I forget what they call it. Arsenal? Arsenal Gear? They call it Arsenal Gear. With all the different little nodes. Wait, what? Zoom? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Staff. View staff roster and form teams. Would you like to view? Yeah. Signing staff. Mother Base is divided into several teams, including the combat unit and R&D team and the waiting room. By dividing your staff between the teams and raising each team's level, you will be able to develop new weapons and items over time. Okay, so base builder mixed with an RTS, like where you have to assign people to certain activities, and if they've got skills in that certain activity, they make that activity go by quicker and better, and sometimes produce better equipment. Auto assign in the waiting room to automatically assign staff to teams according to their abilities. Recruiting talented personnel and exploiting their talents with the right assignment is the key to expanding Mother Base. This concludes the tutorial. Okay. So we've got Miller, Eagle Ray, Cabbage White, Peccary, Ostrich Frill, Bobcat, Alligator, Lobster, Bluegill, Magpie, Rhinoceros, Moon Worse, Lungfish, Koi Poi, and auto assigned. So Miller is unique. Wait, so he's got life, physique, combat. Yeah, tell me what these mean. We're not mercenaries, we're not a foreign legion. Okay. Skill description. X. RB, no. Increase the effect on Mother Base. Increase morale of all staff assigned to team. Mother Base Deputy Commander. Let's put him there. Mark II mod, Hush Puppy, rank 2, ready for development. Okay, Analyzer, ready for development. Let's put a bunch of people into the R&D. Let's get to that, to level 6 maybe? I'm guessing the other one, okay, I should be looking. These guys have no R&D, so we should combat. Mother Base, you can... Icon shows that you were able to start developing weapons. However, to do so, you will need the amount of GMP displayed funds. Be careful if you run out of GMP, development may come to a halt. More powerful weapons. Okay, yeah, okay. I kind of figure. I'm picking up what you're putting down, Metal Gear Peace Walker. I get what we're doing. Yeah, just go ahead. Just do all the tutorial bullshit that you want me to do. Model viewer. Oh, we're gonna get a silencer. Oh, a special handgun developed by the U.S. Navy. It just, the exclamation mark just makes it seem like I'm supposed to do something, but I guess not. Confidential doc, the M1C. Okay, are we ready for the next mission? I haven't played much game, but maybe we're about to play the game. Select the mission that you wish to participate in. You can play the co-op's missions by connecting PlayStation Network. Other players can join from the co-ops. Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. Display all missions. Mission info. I'm pressing no one. Oh, what? Why did my controller? My controller was like not plugged in. Opening opening. Okay, so this one, Snake has knocked out a radio soldier in supply facility, Puerto del Alba. Use Fulton recovery to retrieve the radio soldier. Killing the radio soldier will result in instant mission failure. Total time is 3 minutes before soldier wakes up. Time penalty. So I'm assuming the circle is a delve into the swampy jungles of eastern Lemon and make your way to the Sandinistan hideout where you will make contact with their commandant.
The boss has infiltrated the area around the coastal supply facility and knocked out the soldier there. But we can't just leave him there to be found. I need you to get in there and capture the unconscious soldier using Fulton recovery system. Do it quickly before he comes to.
A mission has been selected. Choose briefing files, mission prep.
Snake, you can use the Fulton surface-to-air recovery system to send prisoners and unconscious mercenaries you encounter back to Mother Base. I know you've used the Fulton before, but just to make sure I'm not missing anything, let's review the steps.
Okay.
First, attach a balloon to the unconscious enemy or captured prisoner.
Right. I hook a wire to their waist, and on the other end of the wire, there's a helium balloon.
Right. Then we'll send over a chopper to catch the floating balloon with its recovery hook
What?
and reel it up into its cargo hold.
And that's it?
And that's it. We finished installing the recovery hook on the Huey.
Wait, Kaz. Something doesn't make sense about this whole process.
Yes.
This again.
Well, normally, Fulton recovery is for when you're using fixed-wing aircraft. With a helicopter, isn't it simpler to land and pick up directly?
Listen, Snake. You're going to be calling for recoveries repeatedly throughout your mission. We want to keep the risk of taking enemy fire to a minimum. The best way to get that done is to do the recovery in a high-speed flyby. That's what the Fulton surface-to-air recovery system is for.
Uh-huh. What's the real reason?
Helicopters are cheaper, and the repair bills will start adding up once the bullets start flying.
I thought so. Kaz, I know we need to keep costs down, but...
Boss, you really need to get rid of this whole army mentality. We're not the Pentagon. We don't have billions of taxpayer dollars to play with. And besides...
Fine. Just pick a reason that makes sense.
Helicopters have quicker response time. Sounds strange, yeah, but it works great. I promise. You'll get used to it before long.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, so when we're out in the battlefield, we will tie balloons filled with helium and launch the people that we've knocked out and gotten information and stolen their items, and we'll launch them into the sky. And once they're in the sky, Miller and his boys will... I just spit. Oh, I'm sorry. In a helicopter and just whoop, like logic still doesn't make sense. Like the balloon could just pop, the balloon could just like get caught in the rotors, but they're just gonna swoop in and just grab them. Okay, I'm on the boss's side, Snake's side. Have a reason that makes sense.
Costa Rica means rich coast in Spanish.
Is it true that Columbus was the one who came up with the name?
Okay.
Your guess is as good
I love
as
how
mine.
the rest of the game is
But
so
it is true
dreary and
that
this is so
Columbus
bright
landed his ships
and
nearly
vivid.
Monde back in the age of exploration. He wrote in his diary that when he landed, the indigenous showered him with gifts of gold. Hence the name. It sounds a little strange to me. There's no way they could find that much gold in Costa Rica.
Columbus originally set sail in search of the legendary land of gold. Maybe he was just nuts about the stuff.
Costa Rica is rich enough without it. Look at the forests and the animals and the peace-loving people. That is what I want to protect.
I know how you feel.
Democracy took root in Costa Rica before anywhere else in Central America. Sure, we had coup and dictators and all, but never a total meltdown. That is, until 26 years ago.
The Civil War. Yeah. I understand you lost your grandparents.
It started with a dispute over alleged fraud in the presidential election. What I do not understand is why friend turned against friend, when they could have talked it out instead.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Even today, some buildings still have bullet holes from the Civil War. A quarter century later, and it is a tragedy we Ticos cannot forget. Must not
Ticos.
forget. It was the year after the Civil War that the army was constitutionally abolished.
Okay.
A new president was elected this year, President Otaber. He seems to be distancing himself from the United States. He has limited the privileges granted to American banks, lifted the sanctions on Cuba. Our last president was so pro-US, people suspected he was in bed with the CIA.
You think the CIA's doing this because it feels threatened by the president's shift in policy?
It is possible, but would they really bring in such a huge army just because of that?
Part of our job is finding out.
Exactly. Thanks, Snake. Peace.
University for Peace.
So, are you a student at the University for Peace, Paz?
No, I am still in high school. But Professor Galvez lets me visit his office and study with him every now and then. International law, security, conflict resolution, human rights. We study all these subjects and then use them to build the foundations of peace.
Yeah, I get it. I just never heard the UN had a University for Peace before.
Oh, that. Well, to be precise, it is still being set up. They have started conducting research, but the UN has not passed the necessary resolution yet. Professor Galvez couldn't wait that long.
Oh, right.
Costa Rica abolished its army and has also hosted the Central American Court of Justice. It is the perfect place to build a university like ours. Don't you think?
So I'm assuming most of the Costa Rican coffee, oh my god. Puerto Rican coffee, though. I've never heard of Costa Rican coffee. But either way, so the main theme I'm getting from this game, they're laying it on pretty heavy, is peace. We're trying to bring peace to Costa Rica, is the message that I'm trying to, is that I feel like they're trying to lay onto me, is that is the job that we're there to do. Whether or not that's the true job, because with all the Metal Gear Solid games, that's the whole point, whether or not we're there to truly do what we were told we're there to do. But so right now, and this is peace. Interesting. Because that was never been like the theme before. To bring peace to anything. It was just to... There was never really any peace. It was just stopping whatever we needed to stop.
That coffee you guys brought us is pretty damn good.
Isn't it? Costa Rican coffee is the best. The Central Basin has all the right conditions for growing coffee. It is high in elevation, with steady temperatures and well-drained volcanic soils.
The professor certainly seems attached to it.
The coffee we drank on the boat coming over was awful. It put him in such a terrible mood.
Well, how come I never hear about Costa Rican coffee then?
Because it gets bought up by wholesalers and mixed with beans from other countries. It is really a shame. Such wonderful beans, and nobody knows they are from Costa Rica.
Huh. They should launch an ad campaign or something.
Right. I hope one day people will recognize Costa Rican coffee for what it is.
I'm with you there.
Is it though? I thought Puerto Rican coffee was like the big craze. Article 12 of the Constitution. What the fuck?
Paz, you said Costa Rica has no army, right?
Correct. Article 12 of the Constitution declared that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished. It does permit us to organize armed forces for national defense based on inter-American treaties.
Only temporarily, then.
In effect, yes. But in the years since the Constitution took effect, Costa Rica has not once raised an army.
Interesting.
Paz, how does your country defend itself without an army? Especially in a rough neighborhood like Central America.
With the right kind of diplomacy. If we live up to our ideals and earn the respect of other countries, the international community will support us. The 2 times Nicaragua actually did invade, the conflict was resolved diplomatically under OAS auspices.
Doesn't that leave you depending on the U.S. after all?
American influence is unmatched, it is true. San Jose was critical of American policy at the time, but America supported us all the same. It was because we practiced peaceful diplomacy. That is what I like to think.
That's one way to approach it, sure. But there are countries out there who will use force no matter how bad it looks.
Maybe so. I know my way of thinking probably looks naive to you, but it is not like we expect peace without working for it. Diplomacy is a battle in itself, and we have to make the effort to seek out causes of misfortune and nip them in the bud. It was that kind of thinking that got me trapped in their base.
I'm not blaming you. You haven't done anything wrong.
I mean, that's how I feel sometimes. Like, I'm a big peace. Hey guys, peace. Because kill them with kindness. Like, dude, just everyone be nice to each other. That's the message. That's truly is the message. Really, just kill them with kindness. Yes, like, it sucks, but it is the better solution than just hating and just disrespecting everybody. Disrespect your surroundings. Sorry. But yeah.
The Army was abolished 25 years ago, the year after the Civil War. I learned about the sorrow of civil war from a very young age, the futility of countrymen fighting each other, and the tragedy. Costa Rica learned the hard way. That is why it abolished its army. It decided to pour its efforts into education instead. More teachers than soldiers was the slogan.
Education is essential, no question. Even Che used to teach reading and writing in between guerrilla campaigns.
Costa Rica was poor at the time. We did not have many resources. I suppose we had to pick one or the other. The military or the schools.
Military or schools? Tough choice. Defend yourself or educate yourself? What are you choosing?
Kaz was telling me Japan has a peace constitution too.
That is right. Apparently, when Costa Rica was drafting its constitution, they looked to the Japanese as a model. Only, Japan's constitution renounces war itself.
Unlike Costa Rica.
But Japan has a self-defense force, right? That I do not get. I think I will ask Mr. Miller about it next time I see him. He said he used to be in the JSDF.
Huh. You're a curious one, are you?
Really?
Don't study too hard.
Was that mentioned in Metal Gear Solid 1?
What was that you were saying? Peace is not the natural state of men? You said you learned it in school.
That is right. They are the words of the German philosopher Immanuel Kant. In 1795, he wrote a book titled Perpetual Peace. Kant argued that it is precisely because peace is unnatural that we have to make it ourselves.
How?
That is what his book is about. Is the concept starting to sound interesting now?
Not really. I belong in a more natural world.
Is that so? My grandparents died in the Civil War. If only we had been at peace, they would not have lost their lives. You actually wish for war?
It's not like I want to hurt innocent civilians, but if someone attacks you, what are you supposed to do? A country needs the strength to defend itself. Otherwise it faces invasion, oppression, political subjugation.
If they would simply stop using force to tangle with each other, countries would not need force to defend themselves.
And how would you guarantee that?
Sorry,
but you have to understand how the world works in order to protect the ones you love. That's not to say ideals aren't important too. They are.
You are right, Snake. Thanks. Peace.
Peace. See, and dude, this, man, I think I'm gonna really like this. I have a lot of same ideals as Paz right now, as in like how my cat is so obsessed with trying to get frogs because we have windows and she can see the frogs jump on the windows in our back. But yeah, and it's because well, it's basically Snake and Paz are both in my head, as in like, well, yeah, this is how you can really achieve peace. Like he said, well, you need to be able to defend yourself, and it's like, well, you wouldn't really need to defend yourself if they weren't doing it in the first place. Like if we were able to handle these conflicts, if it was like, oh, hey, I want to invade you, and instead of going in with force, they went in with peace. Like, hey, I want to invade you. Can we sit down and like talk about how I can invade you, or maybe like, can we work out a deal? Like, what's going to go on? Like, blah blah blah. Like, if we were able to do that instead of just going in, invading, and just taking it by force, then that's where she's getting at. But he's like, yeah, but how can you guarantee that even after sitting down peacefully, basically, that it won't end up in a conflict that you need to defend yourself with? It's a big give and take, big pull and tug. And so I definitely get both sides, because both sides definitely play out in my head a lot.
Costa Rica's forests are more diverse than you might expect. Not all of them are tropical rainforests. Costa Rica is close to the equator, it is true, but it is also very mountainous.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Go up 4,000 feet in elevation and the temperature drops more than 7 degrees.
There are basically 3 types of forests. The lowlands are covered in tropical rainforests, the highlands by tropical cloud forests, and areas where there is a dry season have tropical dry forests.
Okay. Tropical dry forest.
The lowlands along the Caribbean coast are mostly covered by hot, humid tropical rainforests, what most people envision when they think of jungle. The closely packed trees spread their branches out at great heights to soak up the sun. Their shade makes it dark near the ground, so be careful. Of course, with so little light, few plants can grow on the ground, so it might actually be easier to walk.
So even if you could photosynthesize, it wouldn't do you any good.
Photosynthesize? People cannot do that.
Most people, anyway.
He's talking about the end. So it's very... Oh, dude. I wonder if she's referencing the 3 different maps that you could do with the end fight, because there were 3. It was 3 different little areas that you could go into. And then second, she was saying, because it is in a... I love nature. In a forest, I forget what specific type of forest, but the branches are so high up that you could walk out, say if it was a clear cut of no trees, like a parking lot, and then a dense forest where the branches were up high, you could walk in there and it would be completely different, almost time of day, and very few vegetation can grow in there. I live in Washington State, and a lot of the hiking trails are just not as vegetated as something like down here in Florida, to where it's widespread open and all the hills and hiking trails have a lot of vegetation. That's so cool. I love this game already.
Said you have about 87,000 species of living things. That is about 5% of all the known species in the world.
A tiny place like this? Huh. I'll be damned.
I want to protect that biological diversity. When diversity is lost, the environment weakens. Just look at the plantations.
I think I know what you mean. It's like trying to assemble a unit from similar guys. It usually doesn't work out. Throw a few square pegs in there and everything falls into place.
There are so many species here that a lot of them have not even been classified yet. I am hoping I can help do that someday. Kind of like a parataxonomist.
Say that again.
Parataxonomist. Someone who helps a taxonomist.
Oh. Huh. I thought you were going to say it had something to do with parachutes.
Paramedic.
You're weird.
He's remembering the old crew.
The Development Corporation of Costa Rica, or CODESA, was established 2 years ago. Since President Oduber was elected this year, the state has been putting a lot more effort into development.
The corporate state, so to speak.
Growth is good and all, but there is one thing that bugs me.
What's that?
I cannot help but wonder whether CODESA is not just a front for the CIA.
You mean what the professor was saying about the CIA mercenaries posing as security guards? They were using CODESA as camouflage?
I am worried that development is going to destroy the forests, but I do not suppose it has anything to do with this.
Interesting. About her. Oh, okay. We're getting a little personal, guys. What does Paz mean?
My mother was the one who named me Paz. She said it was an expression of her wish that the country stay at peace. It is a pretty common name in Central America. My mother always used to tell me, never make war. Always help keep the peace.
I remember. Your grandparents.
Yes. They died in the Civil War. I think that is why my mother hated war so much.
That's another thing you've got in common with Kaz. His mother named him Peace, too.
See, because Japan also suffered through war. I think I know how Mr. Miller's mother felt.
Kaz and Paz.
You like the peace sign, huh?
See, as a gesture, it connects every peace-loving person. Here, you try it, Snake. Peace.
Peace.
No thanks, it doesn't suit me.
Too bad for you.
You know, the V in the peace sign comes from the V in victory. When did it start standing for peace?
I am not completely
Doesn't
sure,
it mean
but
something different when you
I
hold
guess
it
it came out
one
of
way
the
or
protest
the other? I'm
movement
not
against
too
the
sure.
Vietnam War. Oh, and do not turn your hand around when you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially around British people. It is insulting.
Yeah, okay. So what is it, like the middle finger? So this is peace, and she said don't do it this way. Well, I mean, it's basically what, like, there's the middle finger, and then that's the middle finger in another country, and then that's the middle finger in another country, and then that's the Sufi. Sufi! You just got Sufied.
So, you live alone now?
No, not alone. I've been living in school dormitories since I started junior high. After my mother died, my relatives took me in, but they were not my real family.
You didn't fit in there.
In a way. My aunts were kind to me and all. But I know how difficult it must have been to suddenly have a child thrust into their lives. When you live with someone, there are no secrets. I could tell my being there was a burden on them.
Sounds like a rough childhood.
I would not say that. I was lucky just to have people take me in. There are huérfanos living out in the streets because their mothers died. It is even worse in countries with frequent civil wars. So, who am I to complain about my childhood?
You're a pretty tough kid, you know?
Not at all. I am not strong at all.
Interesting. I'm not strong at all. Playa del Alba. Oh, the different coasts in Costa Rica.
Playa del Alba means Beach of Dawn. The morning sun is so beautiful over the Caribbean.
Beach of Dawn, huh? Perfect place to start a mission.
The clear blue water, the white sand, the swaying palm trees. You cannot get more South American than here. It is paradise on earth.
Yeah, guess I should have packed my Hawaiian shirt.
The coral reefs and mangrove forests protect the small fish in the area. Sea turtles come to lay their eggs on these beaches. We are not the only ones who enjoy this place. It is heaven for more than just humans.
And then Bosque del Alba.
Bosque del Alba means Forest of Dawn. Naturally, it is situated on the east coast. It is your standard tropical rainforest. Everything you would imagine in a jungle.
No sign of morning sun here.
The foliage is too thick for direct sunlight to hit the floor. I do not know how easy it will be making your way through here.
I'll be fine. This isn't my first trip to a jungle.
Nope. Definitely not.
The mercenary supply base is situated on elevated ground by the coast. I heard them call it Puerto del Alba, Port of Dawn. They have perfect visibility of the area from up there. We did our best to sneak in undetected, but One of the guards spotted us and we...
What is it?
I'm sorry. You'll have to ask Professor Galvez the rest.
It's okay. You've been through a lot.
I am sorry. I just cannot.
You did great, Paz. I won't let your efforts go wasted.
Okay, so all of these are...
Snake, you can use the Fulton surface-to-air recovery system.
Yeah. Okay, you just get 2 different people. Okay, yeah. Mission prep. So, whoa, dude, whoa, that was so long. That was like 30 minutes.
The boss has infiltrated the area.
Okay, well, first mission prep, ration, binoculars, love box. A bigger cardboard box might be able to fit 2 people. What? A bigger cardboard box for 2 people. Oh, hell yeah. Naked black, naked khaki, G&J.
Survival.
Offering the basic level of defense, main weapon storage. Wait, what? B. Everything B and A.
Survival. Survival.
Let's just go with
survival.
Interesting. Snake. I can play as someone else. Snake is not available on this mission. What? So let's go with Alligator. I'm sorry for the extra long episode for this one. I wasn't expecting the briefings for just this one mission to be so in depth. But I kind of want to see what's going on.
Use Fulton Recovery to bring back knocked out soldiers. To use Fulton Recovery on a soldier, get up next to them so the icon appears, and push the action button.
Okay, I have 3 minutes to get this guy.
That's too tall to climb. If only you had some equipment.
Only I had some equipment. What does that mean? Only if I had some equipment. I wonder what I can get to climb up.
Hurry up and send those knocked out soldiers back here. Don't mess around or they're gonna wake up.
Hold on, dude. We're gonna get them.
Press the attack button near the enemy to initiate close quarters combat.
We're under attack!
They spotted you. Get out of there.
It's the enemy! Send reinforcements!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
I feel safe. Don't worry about me, guys. Don't worry about me. I'm in this pink box, this love box. Where's the recovery zone? What?
What the?
Damn it.
We're under attack!
Stay out of sight till they've called off the alert.
Forget it. You'll never make it in time. The mission's over.
What? Okay. All right. Interesting gameplay mechanic. It said 1 out of 10. So we're gonna do this 10 times. Where's he at?
Hurry up and send those knocked out soldiers back here. Don't mess around or they're gonna wake up.
Somebody there?
Looks like that soldier's out cold. Try using Fulton recovery on him. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
Start talking.
Please spare me. I'll tell you what I know. Just promise me you'll let me go. Yeah, just come on. Well, tell me. Can I take you? Hold on. Oh. He's my friend now.
You did it! Keep it up!
And then that's how I get away. Okay. Extra ops 10. Mission complete. What? Extra ops 10? Enemy soldiers extracted with Fulton 2. The following words can now be infused with the heroic spirit here. What? I'm very this Mother base. What? A personal report has arrived. A report has arrived from R&D team. Okay. Mother base. Okay, rank 2. Alligator's abilities have increased. 2 members have joined. Seal and Magpie. Where's the save? Oh, it says 0 out of 1. What does that mean? Regions, cutscenes. I don't want this episode to run for too long. Main ops. Okay. All missions. Okay, so main ops, these are extras. That's co-ops. These are cutscenes. I'm gonna see what this is. If this is just one of the cutscenes we've already seen, then obviously I'll end it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, these are the cutscenes that we've already seen. And that's regions. That's just like if we wanted to go to a specific region and focus on those missions. Okay, it just had put me in the all missions. I didn't know what that was. And I probably should just be better at... This is definitely a PS1 handheld like screen. But thank you guys so much for stopping by for this episode of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I'm not too sure how long this series is going to be. It is a PSP title. Without spoiling, based on you know how I played the game, based on me wanting to get as many codec, all the information, how long do you think this series is going to be? Are these missions so simple that I could beat this in like one day? I'm not too sure. Maybe gameplay one day, but with all of the cutscenes and everything like that, maybe 2 days? I'm not too sure. This game seems very interesting in being able... It's got main missions, side missions, and we're capturing people, and we've got a base to run that produces weapons and information. So there's that. Let me know down below like how you want the episode, like the video structured. Do you want me solely focusing on... doesn't mean I will do it. I'm a very side mission oriented person. Side missions before main missions, gang. I want to be OP as fuck when I come to the final boss. But from the gist of what I'm getting, it could be like a montage of me doing side missions, grabbing the people, failing, grabbing the people, failing, and then maybe for a minute or so, and then main mission cutscenes. I'm not too sure. We'll find out in the next episode. I love you guys. I'm sorry this episode has dragged on long enough. I know you guys don't like hearing me yap, because I can see the analytics. I see. I love you. Please subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you in the next one.